Boo! Did I scare you? No? Well, damn, I don't have anything else that should get you good. Anyways, happy Halloween. I hope you all had a frightening day or whatever. Hope you don't find razor blades in your candy. But anyways, in light of the season of terror, there's no better time to talk about something that truly scares me for Sonic's future. And that's AI. AI, whether you like it or not, has unfortunately made its way into nearly every facet of our lives. And while in some cases AI can be very helpful, in the situations that we're looking at, it's the complete opposite, as it's used in a way that betrays the trust of those supporting your brand. Take for example Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. Now I love me some Plants vs. Zombies, so naturally when this got announced I was ecstatic. Not only was this game reasonably cheap at $20, but it provided a remastered Plants vs. Zombies experience for modern platforms. But as release inched closer, it became more and more evident that this is a case of AI upscaling rather than a faithful remaster. While not as bad as generative AI, it's disappointing to see coming from EA and PopCap, two companies with infinite money and resources to not do exactly that. The point I'm trying to make is that no matter how beloved your series might be, this uninspired tool will in some way ruin your favorite franchise, and as much as I hate to say it, it's already trickling down into Sonic. Now, before I dive deeper into this, I want to say that I do not believe this is Sonic Team's doing. While Sonic Team gets a lot of say in what happens with Sonic, at the end of the day, Sega is the one to pull the trigger on most decisions. And this seems to be the case with the current controversy surrounding Sonic and AI, that is the Sonic x McLaren collab animation. Now you might be wondering, you already made 2 shorts on that, Joe, what more could you possibly talk about? Well, as a Sonic fan, I jumped the gun on coming to conclusions on the topic and ended up being completely wrong. If you've seen those, I do apologize, and I'm going to try and clarify exactly what went down. Now don't get me wrong, this animation is straight up beautiful. I've never seen Sonic and Tails so bouncy and expressive, and even though it's pre-rendered, I can only hope that they are this expressive in their next adventure. But what stuck out to a lot of viewers was this scene in particular, as if you look closer to the monitor, yeah. Now, a lot of fans and content creators were very riled up about this, myself included, so naturally I made a short voicing my distaste on the matter. Little did I know I'd wake up to the VFX post-production supervisor commenting on my short. Now, I'll say I took this completely at face value. What seemed to me like an honest and sincere response and apology to what had happened seemed perfectly reasonable in my head. I left it there as I immediately assumed his word over anyone else's. But as the investigation continued, this apology just seemed to be complete bullshit over anything. In the comment, the weird models along with the accompanying text that are clearly AI generated was quote-unquote just for a gag. While I was stoked I got this response initially, in hindsight this is extremely unprofessional. I mean, your animation is in flames right now. Instead of making an official statement publicly in any capacity, you comment on a short. I'm not going to denounce the whole animation just for some AI bits, but still, the least you could do is get rid of the ugliest Sonic model known to man. Like, damn, dude. But wait, there's more. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which came out almost a year ago, had to be one of the most pivotal films in the movie trilogy. This movie introduced Shadow, voiced by the GOAT, Keanu Reeves, and I gotta say, he killed his role as Shadow. His dark and brooding delivery for Shadow absolutely sold his performance, and the ending perfectly sets up for so many endless possibilities for Sonic Movie 4. Yeah. But following the film's theatrical run, we got a gold mine of concept art from the production of the movie, and it seems that this movie had quite a few switch-ups in the plot. Sonic and Eggman being captured by Gerald and Shadow, Team Sonic and Agent Stone walking in on Eggman like this in a different location, a bad future plot with both Amy and Metal, this insane art of Super Sonic and Super Shadow, and Sonic has got some crazy ass teeth in this, and alright man, I'm not really sure I need to get into more detail on this, but holy hell, this just looks awful. If some of the background aspects didn't give it away, how about Shadow in the Sonic movie with 3 fingers, I guess? Like, there's zero consistency between any of these besides the copy and pasted Red Sonic. And what's most surprising is that the Red Sonic show had even more AI use. Dude, what the f are they training these AI off of? I want to be mad, but this looks so terrible, I can't help but find it funny. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like any of this concept art made it to the final cut of either the Knuckles show or Sonic 3. And once again, this seems to be more of a choice independent of Sonic Team, but this just isn't it. But unfortunately, once in a while, Sonic Team lets one slip. At the beginning of October, official Sonic accounts posted this image to celebrate McLaren's arrival to the 2025 Singapore Grand Prix, a new cover for the Sonic the Hedgehog Blue Racer manga. And before I get into details, I searched for hours for the AI extended version of this. I could not find it for the life of me. Okay, so what? Well, of course, when uploading this image to one of their social media platforms, it's believed that said platform used some AI extension tool to fit a specific resolution. Thankfully, my GOAT Sonic team reposted the image without the extension and apologized for the mistake. I know, it sounds like I'm saying Sonic Team can do no wrong, but in this situation, I get it, especially considering that this is no unusual happening, as multiple artists have had issues with Instagram specifically extending their art with AI without their input or choice. But base Sonic Team for actually admitting to their mistake, unlike someone, seeing AI slowly trickle down more and more into Sonic has got to be one of the most disheartening things I've seen come from a franchise that's been on such a hot streak lately. Luckily, it seems a lot of these instances where AI was used for Sonic is mostly out of Sonic Team's control, but that still doesn't absolve them from having it involved in their works. Sonic Team has always had the interest of artist and human talent first, going so far as plunging headfirst into the Sonic fan art rabbit hole for unexpected talent. All we can do is hope that Sonic Team can keep moving in this direction, because if AI makes its way into the next Sonic titles, I don't even want to think about it. I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt. Anyways, I hope you all had an amazing Halloween. Thanks for watching, and run me all them Kit Kats you got!